Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm T with Teresa H Creates, and this is part 3 of the stash busting mini junk journal. I'm using this candy cane box. I've upcycled it, recycled it, whatever you want to call it, and we have created the cover of our little mini junk journal. We've put in 3 signatures, and now I'm going to show you what I've made with the scraps to fill this guy up. So I have some journal cards that I made with some of the larger scraps, and these, I thought that because this is part of that 12 by 12 paper that had the border, this little stripe border all the way around it. When I cut these up, I didn't, some of them were on both sides. So it was black bottom and side, and I thought it looked awkward. So it looked kind of like this. And I thought it looked awkward to not have it all the way around. So I trimmed them up so that it was just on either the, on one side, either the bottom or the side, just depending on how the journal card was oriented in the journal. So I'm rounding all of these edges because I find that it's just a little bit easier to put these journal cards in if all of the corners are rounded. Now, I do have some of these little whale tail tabs punched out. I'm not putting them on my journal cards until I have found a spot for them, so that depending on whether or not it's a top pocket or a side pocket, that's when I'm placing the little whale tail tabs. So I will set that aside. And I do notice that I don't have enough for all of them. So let's see, I have got 5 and I've only got 3 of these little whale tail tabs. So I do need to make a couple more. I'm going to fold this over and make 2 more real quick. Use my bone folder here. Crease that. Guess it would help if I unlocked it, right? This is always awkward. I have to fiddle with this. This is much easier when you're working with larger sheets of paper. When you're not, though, you have to get creative. And then I'm just going to work it all the way down, and then there we go. And then you have to be a little bit creative, pulling all of those out as well. So that is 4. I don't think these are going to be large enough. Let's see what else I've got over here. That might be large enough. Nope. All right, I may have another scrap. Oh, wait a second. I don't think that this is going to be wide enough, but I'm trying to use up as many scraps as possible. So I may just try to center this, and it may not be a problem. If I can get it as close to the center as possible. See, it's just going to be slight, let's say it's slightly off on each edge. Not a problem. You don't even notice. Okay. So now there is a tab for each one of these. So we will get those inserted into the journal. And then I've also made some of these little tag clusters. So this tag, I use some of the scraps, and I cut this little one from this. This is a Marvy tag punch. So that's where this little guy comes from. And then I did split this up, the pattern and pattern. I wanted to kind of break it up. So I did put a solid color in between them, also from those scraps for that paper collection. And I used my little tab punches that I use, or that I picked up from Amazon. I have this one, and that's what I used here. So it does this little square notch. And then I have, where is the other one? This one, and that's what I did on this one in the very back, so that it makes these nice little round toppers. And I love these. So it does 1.5, 2.5, and 2 inches. But I find that like these weren't exact measurements. So if I just, again, like the whale tail tab there, if I just place them kind of centered, I can still get an even cut on both sides, and it works. So let me move those out of the way. So that is how I made these. And then I've just got these on just little bulb pens. So let me set those aside. I've got a few ready to go. Okay, because of the way the papers were folded, they were into the signatures. If you've watched the whole thing, you know what I'm talking about. So these were 12 by 12 single-sided papers. So I ended up folding them in different manners to create little pockets and stuff, so that it was then transformed into double-sided paper. So I had a lot of these snippets from making that, and they just had strange folds in them like this, just because of the manner in which I had folded them there and then trimmed them. So I decided to leave some of them intact and actually just make these little journaling spots. Some of them I rounded the edges or the corners, and then some of them I just left squared off. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'll show you how I did that. So again, this was just a scrap, and I'm deciding to go with it, using it as it is. Let me find one of these little candies that'll look good on it. Or do I want some? Nope, I like this one. Right, I'm gonna use my art glitter glue. I'm gonna put just a little bit on the top. Since I've refilled my art glitter glue, shocking, it's coming out a little bit quicker now than it was. So I gotta make sure I'm not getting too much out. Okay. And then there you go. That's how that works. I am not going to round the inside corners of this, but I think I am going, yes, inside corners, but I am going to round just these guys up here and the ones on the bottom. Just leave some variation. Some of these I rounded all of them, like on the inside here. I'll show you here and here. So there we go. That was another way I used my scraps. And then some of the scraps didn't have that exact fold over like that, the little tri-fold. Some of them just were a simple fold over like this. And so I cut them at different lengths because, again, I wanted some variation, and I trimmed up, or I rounded the corners on these, and that's what those look like. Just like this one here. So this one isn't an exact fold. It isn't even really all that even. So I've just been taking my scissors and just kind of trimming it down, again, just to give it some variation throughout the journal. Let me see if I can get that lined up just a little bit better. Just to give it some variation in the journal. And then I am going to round these corners. I didn't want everything to be the same height, the same length, the same width. And these scraps inherently were kind of different sizes anyway, so it worked to my benefit. So here we go. I've already started filling this up. I did use some of the stickers that I have on hand. So I have some alphabet stickers and some numbers. I do have a sticker sheet with some foiling on them. I do have this chipboard. I went ahead and cut everything out because I wanted to make sure I cut off and trimmed all those little tabs that are on there when you cut them off. So I did go ahead and trim them. So these are all off to the side. And then I have this page of 12 by 12 washi. So I did December 25 here. This was one of the tags, the chipboard tags that came in the collection. Okay, I used some of my scraps to make a little pocket, a side tuck here. So let's see if I have something that would actually fit in there. And this guy does. There we go. And then I used some of the washi just to decorate down here. And then here is a little tuck spot. Do I have, you know what? I think that I'm going to use this tuck spot because that isn't as obvious. And then I'm going to pull that out. I'll do something else there. Use that little tuck spot. And then, okay, here I've got a journaling card there. And this one is the, yeah, it's got the image. This pocket is just a little bit tight. I must have gone kind of a little bit too far in when I was gluing this. And then here is a get this all on camera, side pocket here. And I did put a sticker on that just to kind of decorate the front of that. And here's another journaling card there. Here's a top pocket. I have to fight the urge to put something in every single pocket. It's not necessary, so I don't know why. I feel like I have to. Here is another pocket. And then, yep, there's a pocket on the back side of this as well. All right, let's go to the center signature. Here is a pocket here. Little side pocket. Can put something in here. I think I have a rather large, there it is. I was going to say, I kind of had a large journaling card, I thought. Where is my book holder? There we go. That'll make it a little bit easier. All right, put a tab on the edge of this. Now that I know which way I'm orienting that journaling card, all right, then I think, keep going. All right, put some tags in here. And put a tag in there, so let's put a journaling spot here. And these can be just straight journaling spots. What is, oh, okay. I was about to say, what is this? This one is the center, and so these are some tip out journaling spots. So I am going to leave all of that alone. I may put stickers or something on there. We'll get the sticker portion out. Okay. Let's see, something that'll go here. Might be too matchy-matchy. Let's put one of these here that stands out. I always reach for the coordinating papers to go in there. I've got glue all over my fingers too. Sorry about that. I want to just kind of get all of these pockets filled to see. Not all of them. It doesn't have to be all of them. Come on, T. To fight that urge. I think that those are probably my biggest struggles as a junk journaler is, number one, feeling like I have to fill all of the pockets, tucks, and everything. Like, they won't know it's there if I don't put something in it. So that's kind of like what triggers that, what causes that reaction in me. Like, I have to, let me show you how this works. So I feel like I have to put something in there every time. Do this, and I'll use this guy. And then white space. White space is also difficult for me in a journal. And that's one of the reasons why this journal is folded single-sided paper so that it's, double-sided. And I don't have any white space. So that is something that I really need to work on. Maybe that's what I'll work on. That'll be one of my goals in the new year, 2025. I'll work on not feeling, the need to put something in every single pocket or to leave that white space is okay. It's okay to leave some white space. It's totally fine. As I continue to fill every pocket. It's fine. I've got to use this entire collection anyway. That's the goal. So fill it up. We're still in, oh no, we're in the third signature. Okay, good. I was about to say. All right. And then let's see. Oh, I have a journal card here. I thought that I had punched out enough of these whale tail tabs so that I had one for each journal card. Or did I just have one extra anyway? I do not see it. I'm going to take this out. Yep, I'm going to use a shorter one in here. And then it looks like I need to punch another, nope, there it is. I was going to say, I thought that I had counted those out. It was good. All right. So let's see what I've got left. I think that I have put something in every pocket. So what I've got left as far as the ephemera goes is I've got a tag cluster. It looks like two tag clusters. Is this just the fold over? Okay, I've got one, two foldovers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little tri-folds. Okay. So let's kind of start at the beginning, because now I can add washi and stickers and kind of decorate this up. There was a tuck spot here. I think this one might be a little shorter. There we go. I added washi to that. This one is a tuck. I like the idea of having something written kind of on the pockets, or having a little sticker there. Let's see what we've got. Can put one of these little stickers there. Maybe one of the star stickers here. I keep fighting with that journal and forget that I have that weight there. There we go. Maybe that'll be a little more noticeable because it's got some of the foiling on it. It'd be cute to add some washi on this. Let's do some of this. And again, with washi, because it's kind of low tack, I like to add a little glue. Let's add some art glitter glue to keep it adhered in the long haul. For the long haul. All right. Okay. Let's put something across there. Mary? Maybe? All right, this is going to be a little wild because I'm not trying to figure out spacing, so I'm just going to put Mary down. M-E. I think that I'm not going to try to keep them straight. I'm going to put them a little bit cattywampus. That way, if, trick here, if they're off, it was intentional. So it doesn't matter if they're crooked. This was my post eggnog Mary. Spiked eggnog Mary. I feel like the only good eggnog is spiked eggnog. And why? Getting together with my family for New Year's Eve. It's a tradition to bring the kids together. So my sisters, I have a lot of sisters. My sisters and I get together, and with, all of our families, obviously. I think there will be about 15 of us this year. Not everyone could make it. Okay. This is the beginning of this signature. So I feel like we should have something here. Look at what I've got. Isn't that cute? That's cute. Look, I didn't trim these. I noticed that when I put that down there. I trimmed the outsides, but I didn't trim the inside of this frame. I'm like, I would like to use the frame, but I don't know what to put in it. What am I going to put in it? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I like it, but I just don't know what I'm going to put in it. Let's do So Merry and Bright. There we go. Not measuring anything, just gluing with wild abandon. I feel like I need something in here. Can do a little Merry Christmas tuck spot. Merry Christmas. And I think that I'm going to go ahead and frame this guy. This little reindeer. And put him on that page, but I need to. I don't want to cut off his legs. That was the most awkward way to do that ever. Okay. There we go. Yay, I figured out something to do with this frame. Okay, and then a little something on here. No, because he's not Santa. Up to snow good. How about like just some little candy or something? Nope. Put this guy on here. And maybe this guy underneath. No, I think he's good. He's good. Rule of three. Rule of three, T. All right, I'm going to add this guy. My glue is all clogged. Okay, I think I'm going to keep plugging along, and then I'll come back, do a real quick flip through, and see what I have left over. All right, I think that I have finished it, and I wanted to go ahead and do a real quick flip through. So I've got this little dangle that I've added here with one of the bulb pens, and it has a little snowman attached. This is detachable. The only thing that does not come off is that one long string that I had there before, and I put a couple of wooden snowflakes on it. So it kind of just blends in with this whole dangle here with the bells and the beads and everything. So let's go ahead and look at this. So this is the Santa's Sweet Shop. This is Candy Bright's Recollections Collection. And it's Merry Christmas sticker. I've got lots of little journaling spots, tags. There was one side tuck. I used up a lot of that washi. Pocket here. Pocket there. That was the center of that signature, and I decided to just go ahead and tie these centers in bows. And then this is a top pocket, and I've just got that kind of hanging out. A lot of that washi again. Okay, so what I decided to do with those letters is I was, the foil alphabet stickers, I was creating like words on a lot of these little pockets, which was fine. I did that, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave these for whoever gets this to do that. So I did go ahead and cut these up, and then I just inserted them throughout the book. So I just thought that that would be a good idea for those. There's a little tuck here. I figured out what to do with that other frame. Tuck spot there, and this one is Mary. That's those. So it lets them know what they can do with those, because again, that's what I'm about. So merry and bright, about telling people what they can do with their journal. Some of that, and I don't like the way the glue is showing up underneath this washi, but it's already down, so there's a tuck spot and some more of those alphabet stickers. There's a pocket and a pocket. And the washi. There's ho 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 with Santa on the other side. Here's the centers, and that was one thing that I was going to add and I forgot to. I wanted to go ahead and add to these some of the paper clips. See, I have these cute, cute paper clips. And I wanted to add one to each side. So that whoever gets this has these really cute snowflake paper clips that they can use anywhere in the journal to attach whatever. Anyhow, that's them. It's journaling spots on those flip outs. There's a tuck spot and a pocket. Another pocket. Tuck spot. Merry Christmas down here is a journaling section. Journaling. More of that washi. Pocket. More of those alphabet stickers. Like I said, I just kind of dispersed them throughout the entire journal. Some of that washi. This is a top pocket up here. That's that's the one that we did. And then Merry Christmas. Little tuck spot. It's a top pocket here. And then that's just a sticker, so that's down permanently. There's some washi, there's a tuck spot, there's more of those stickers, and I think we're getting into some of the numbers too. And then I just put some of the stickers throughout, yep, and some more numbers. And then bright on this one with a little tuck spot, ho ho ho, and Santa, and then a journaling card there, and then ended with the other with a sticker of the sweet shop. So that is it. She is a chunky girl, but she is so cute. I enjoyed doing that. Oh, I did add a sticker here just to cover up. There was a QR code, so I did cover that up. So I really enjoyed making that. Let me put her to the side and put some weight on it so that she's down. Otherwise, she will open up. Definitely an alligator mouth. So this is what I had left over. So this is the washi that I had remaining. Here are the stickers that I had left. Here's the chipboard pieces that I had left. And then here are the paper pieces I had left. And then these were cut from, I punched these from the stamps and I ended up, from some of the paper, and I ended up not using it, but that was it. Oh, and then the little bits of washi I collected on my little guy here. I'm going to say that the Recollections Candy Brights collection has been smashed, and I'm going to go ahead and toss this little bit of washi and then just throw these in my scrap bin. So I hope that you enjoyed this whole process. I hope that you're giving it a shot and you're kind of jumping in feet first, right? If you have any questions for me, please leave them down in the comments. If you enjoyed this series, please give me a like and consider subscribing. And until next time, bye.